Welcome back to Some Offense Intended. I just started reading something that popped up on the fucking screen. I'm Jeremy Robinson.
I'm like, man, I thought maybe you were trying to remember who you were.
No, I've never seen it pull up before. In the top of the screen, it said like the recording is actual higher quality than it's being shown right here. I've never seen that pop up
I've
before.
never seen that either.
Yeah, I'm like, that's with how many, every now and then the issues that we have. I'm like, I need to read what this says real quick.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really think you forgot who you were because this is the second episode
second
of the
one
day.
today. And this time we're remembering very quick into the episode, like 40 seconds in. If you are not following, subscribed or liked anything yet,
Please do.
Go over to Facebook and Instagram at Some Offense Intended, TikTok and Twitter, X, Some Offense Pod, and YouTube at Some Offense Intended, or just search it. Give us a like, subscribe, share on your favorite podcasting platform, which actually there's a new podcasting platform.
Yeah, it actually pulled ahead of Spotify. I meant to mention that.
Podcast Addict.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it till I went through.
Yeah, our percentage on that is higher than it is on Spotify now.
Yeah, that's actually exactly.
Spotify, you got to pick it up.
Exactly why I put it in my notes.
Yeah.
It's like Podcast Addict, new app, more use than Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you're listening on Spotify, go hit subscribe, leave a review if you haven't yet.
Please.
Please and thanks.
And I was not familiar with Podcast Addict, and then I look at it. I happened to look at Buzzsprout and saw that it's.
I think it might have something to do with Stitcher is no longer, so it might have like just swooped in and picked up all of Stitcher's old business.
Oh, I didn't know Stitcher was gone.
It might not be Stitcher. There's one of them that I think went away. I don't know what it is.
I'm sad now.
Poor Mike. You know, make you happy.
A drink to Stitcher.
A shot. A shot at tequila.
To kill you. So, when you were pouring that shot earlier, I wanted to mention, but I wanted to wait for the podcast. I don't see it on the bottles anymore, but the old 1800 bottles, you used to actually be able to flip the thing upside down, and it would fill the lid.
Mm-hmm.
And you could take that lid out, like set it in your margarita glass, let that pour out where you're getting your other ingredients, and come back. You got a perfect shot poured.
I think I've seen a couple like that.
But I just know that 1800 specifically had it. They even had it in a commercial. One who played Christopher in The Sopranos, he did a commercial for it for a while. And he's like, I did even pour a shot for you.
Did he have a fucking needle in his arm?
No, but he was drinking tequila. So rehab really worked.
Were his eyebrows fighting the whole fucking time?
Yeah.
Bro, I've never seen such a fucking struggle. His eyebrows were constantly fighting.
Yeah. And neither of them ever came out on top.
No.
But he also wasn't sitting on a dog either, so that was good. I love The Sopranos. Such a good show.
So good. They're supposed to be making... Fuck, what was it?
They made a prequel. It's on my Voodoo account.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
It's already out. It was been in the theaters. It's been out on Voodoo.
When did it come out?
A year or two ago.
I think they're doing another one.
Well, but I'm just saying, if you haven't seen it, you can watch it on my Voodoo account.
All right, I'll check it out.
And when I'm saying Voodoo, I don't mean the black magic. Well,
nope, the streaming service.
Yes.
So I don't remember. I think I'm logged into your Voodoo on something, but I don't know what.
I'm not sure, but there's some good movies on there. If you haven't seen the Mario Brothers, it's on there, but I think it's also on Prime.
I definitely haven't.
It's good. I saw it in the theater. If you're a Mario Brothers fan of the games, you see a lot of things that are out of the games, and then you'll see things that are from other things. Like there's a part at the beginning when they're watching a commercial for their plumbing, but then they show them in I think it's a pizza parlor. There's video games around, and there's posters on the wall. There's like a picture of a boxer on the wall, and it's Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah, there's a lot of good things in there.
Nice.
Yeah, Glass Joe was his record. I remember on Punch Out was 1-99.
Wow.
Yeah. I always want to know who was the one he beat. Was it King Hippo?
Damn it, there was something there. Why?
They didn't even have Mike Tyson's Punch Out anymore. Now it's just regular Punch Out.
Oh, I started watching a new show called Slow Horses. That's on Apple TV. So I watched the first episode on the flight from Dallas to Reno because it's free. I finished reading my book and I'm like, well, now what do I fucking do? Not sleeping much. Really good. It's about like MI5 agents that weren't very good at their job at some point. So they got moved to, they call it the Slough House. And they're just like the fuck ups. So they do like absolute shit jobs and like they're still MI5, but barely.
All right.
And the story of like them actually coming up on a case that's kind of big and fucking, it's really good. I think I've watched the first, because there's only 6 episodes per season. It's British.
Yeah.
I watched the first 3 episodes. The 4th one I'm having a hard time finding, like, because I tried to download it on that app that you put on my Fire Stick, and it won't load more than like 1.5 seconds at a time before it buffers again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, download it. So it took forever to download, and then as soon as you try to play it, once it's downloaded, it says can't retrieve. They're like, this server is no longer available, whatever. Like, try a different server. I'm like, bro, I fucking downloaded it. So,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I need to take a look at mine because there was something on Apple TV recently that I saw an ad. I can't remember what it was now, but it looked really good when I saw an ad for it, and I couldn't get any of my things to play it. So I'm gonna rework my stuff and see if I can get things to play again.
Nice. But you need to, if you can, see if you can do any of that on Roku, because as soon as this Amazon Firebox fucking
I looked. I can't get anything on there. I can get the Android box and the Fire TV, but I can't get anything on Roku.
Damn. Because I'm not getting another fucking Amazon stick.
Well, you can always get a Android box.
I'll think about it.
That's what I'd done for your roommate the one time.
The one that like was bricked and he didn't. I remember there was one that John had.
I remember you brought me a Android box and I got it and it was working when I left it, when I gave it back to you.
Was it not working when you got it, right?
No, I thought it was working.
Oh, because I know he had one. Maybe it was the earlier one and why he got that one. But he had one that was just like absolute bricked. Like you couldn't even fucking pull it up. Like the light would turn on, but nobody was fucking home.
See, I had one that was, it was a paperweight because my Fire TV wouldn't even turn on anymore.
And I just found, I still have the Google Chromecast.
Yeah.
I just found that again. I have like 3 Rokus because in Vegas I had a TV in almost every fucking room.
Yeah.
And one in the garage. And I had a Roku at every TV. So I had one in the garage. I had a TV above the pool table.
Yeah.
With a Roku on it. I had a Roku. No, the Chromecast I had in the living room because there was the Chromecast and the Xboxes. And then the TV in my room, I had a Roku. And then the TV in the office, I had a Roku. So I have like fucking like 7 or 8 Rokus, like streaming devices.
Nice.
I'm like, Jesus, fucking so many of them.
I just need to start hooking them up to everything.
Yeah.
So you're, like if you're watching, let's say you're watching the Super Bowl. You're not at a party, you're at home watching Super Bowl and you have to go to the bathroom. You could have the TVs all the way down and just watch it as you go. Just stop and look.
I actually was thinking about it because like the curved TVs, I'm really glad that stopped being a trend because they were stupid expensive too. But the only time a curved TV makes sense, like 1 in the theater because the seats don't fucking move, or 2, the other place the seat doesn't move,
the bathroom,
fucking bathroom. So you get like a 30-inch or a 32-inch curved monitor and just mount it right at eye level, taking a shit, and you can have a great viewing experience.
Yeah.
because the reason that it causes issues. Gage is calling me. Hey, what's up, Gage? We're recording.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to you later.
All right. I thought that was going to be funnier than that.
Yeah, me too. But one thing I do want to mention is that if you have an arena or a stadium and you don't have TVs in your bathroom, then you need to rework your whole fucking stadium. When I went to WrestleMania in Glendale at the Arizona Stadium, they did not have bathrooms. They
didn't have bathrooms. Huh?
They had bathrooms. They had no TVs in them. They might as well not have bathrooms. But
so how was the Golden Knights game? I forgot to ask you about that last fucking episode.
Arizona won though.
Well, shit.
Fuck Arizona.
So this is the first time you said you drove?
Yeah.
The first time driving to Vegas from Reno. How was that?
That's all right. I used to drive from Vegas to Sacramento area all the time, so it's. I know the length of the drive wasn't going to bother me. I didn't fall asleep. I made it back. I'm not in a ditch. I'm not dreaming this in a coma someplace.
Yeah.
At least I hope not.
What
I'm hoping that if I have a dream in a coma someplace and I'm with Alexa Bliss from WWE.
You take a couple friends with you to the hockey game, or?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if you've ever seen Alexa Bliss.
It sounds familiar.
She's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. She's like 5 foot tall, blonde. Just her logo used to be her saying used to be 5 feet of fury. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. The only thing is when she comes on TV, which she hasn't been on in a while, I always think to myself, I always say to myself, Alexa, and then of course my Fire TV's like, what do you want? Not you.
That's one of the main reasons that I'm fucking done with it. Is the voice interaction, like, sometimes works amazingly and sometimes is one of the worst things on the planet.
Oh yeah. I gave somebody a ride home from work recently because we got sent home early.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to be stuck waiting for a shuttle.
Yeah.
So I help if I can. But I happened to get a message as I was driving and I responded to it. He's like, wow, that works even better than Google, which I'm like, no, you just caught it on a lucky time because I didn't think it was going to get that even close. I responded to something Terry had said to me.
Oh, okay.
She'd said something about her walkie. And I'm like, yeah. So I responded. I was like, you need to get a better walkie. And it actually got it. I was like, I didn't know what it was going to have for walkie. I didn't know. I have any idea.
Wow.
Sometimes, like, I'll try to respond to you and I'm driving home from here. And the sentence will be, I'm like, that's not even close.
Well, I have an issue now. I think it was one of the last, like, 3 updates for Android. Is they almost turned autocorrect off. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's some of the most commonly misspelled words that it will not even fucking correct now. Like, and I'm just typing real quick, and I type AMD instead of and.
Mm-hmm.
It won't even fucking fix it anymore. I have to go back and tap on it.
See, sometimes I'll be looking at it, and it'll have the word I want, and then it changes it, and then changes it back, and it'll like do like 3 or 4, and sometimes it'll throw in another word.
Yeah.
It'll throw in 3 words. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, so what's been happening a lot too, though, is like I'll spell perfectly the word that I want of, like, I don't know, say guilt.
Yeah.
And
it'll change it to quilt.
Yeah, it'll change it to something that's like either I've never typed that word before.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's not even a fucking word. Like, why did you change that?
Yeah,
like,
I do the same thing.
It was a word. There was nothing wrong with that fucking word. Like, why? And then you can't make it change it back. I'm like, so you have to erase the whole thing and then do it again. I'm like, Jesus fuck.
I do a lot of talk to text. So there are times that I'll say 2 words and there'll be a full fucking sentence on there that has nothing to do with the 2 words that I say.
Trying to read between the lines.
I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't. Or it'll just say, like I'll say something and it'll have the exact opposite of what I'm trying to say. Like, let's say you send me a message saying, you want to go to a pizza buffet or sushi? I could respond and I could say that I want to have sushi, and this thing's going to have something completely different. It'll be like ice cream. I don't know. It'll be something weird. It'll be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Or like I'll say something on there, and it always wants to put is at the beginning of it. Like let's say I say let's go to sushi buffet. It'll say is sushi buffet.
What?
Is let's go to sushi. It'll put is in front of it. And I'm like,
That's
no.
weird.
So I back it up and I do it again and it still puts is. And it keeps putting it.
That's weird.
I could say hi. It'll be is hi. No, that's the wrong kind of hi. First of all, you don't put is in front of the H hi.
Mike was gonna send a text,
but his phone was hi.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Like, some of the shit is amazing at times, and some of it's just so bad.
Yeah, you would think that voice recognition would get better.
Yeah,
but it has not.
It kind of has.
It seems. I don't know.
So voice recognition used to be like super racist. Like if you have an accent at all, get fucked.
Yeah.
And now it can actually understand people with accents. So I mean, it's still coming a long ways.
Yeah, but it doesn't understand me.
Try not having an accent.
Most people who have an accent don't know they have an accent.
Yeah,
that's the thing. But there is an episode of
Simpsons.
No.
Oh wow.
Big Bang Theory, when he's trying to get his phone, Raj, on there.
Yeah.
You can guess he has an accent.
Yes.
But he's trying to get his phone, and then Howard grabs his phone and says something on it, and it gets using an accent, and it actually gets exactly what he's saying. He's like, "Oh, it worked. A little bit racist, but it worked."
That was a good show. I like that show.
I like that show a lot. But it's not like he said Apu and got 7-Eleven. I say Apu because Simpsons.
Yeah.
I had to get Simpsons in there since you mentioned them. I usually do though. I do love the Simpsons.
Usually.
I was just watching Treehouse of Horror one on there today.
Oh, I need to. Oops.
You need to. Oops.
Gage wanted to tell me. He said he meant to tell me earlier because I air fried some chicken thighs last night, and he said that he couldn't make a sandwich because it started smoking worse than he's ever seen, and he didn't want it to start a fire. So I apparently need to clean the inside of the toaster oven out.
Probably a good idea.
Oops.
I was making something in my toaster oven today. I was making some toast, and I actually went to slide the toast off onto a plate, and not only did it's on the wire rack, so it flipped underneath and landed down by where the burner is at. Instead of just sliding right onto the plate.
Grab it with some chopsticks.
And I picked up the rack and I stabbed it with a fork.
Speaking of frozen foods that you can make in an air fryer, this was from September 4th, so it's a little old right now. Hopefully it's not still going on. Tyson Nuggets had a recall for a few of their Dino Nuggets for having metal in them.
Well, everybody likes metal.
30,000 pounds.
Oh, just a little bit then.
Of Dino Nuggets. My question is, like, a couple, like, normally recalls with food and stuff is either like from salmonella or listeria or whatever the fuck, just random illness that's could be containing it. But when it's something like child based,
yeah,
it seems to always be fucking metal. Like,
I don't know why.
The baby formula had a fuckload of metal in it.
Fuckload, yeah.
Like, not just a little, like a lot of metal in all of the baby formula. Like, here's fucking Dino Nuggets that every little kid fucking wants. Metal.
I was gonna say, if you're buying Dino Nuggets as an adult, you should probably re-examine that.
I mean,
first of all, they're not very good.
No, they're not.
And I mean, they're made to get kids to eat them.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really make good nuggets for kids.
Yeah.
Like if you want to get like the Tyson Southern Fried Chicken Tenderloin, those are pretty good. Those are probably good in your air fryer.
I do the chicken patties.
Chicken patties are pretty good too. But I really like the, like I said, I like the Southern fried chicken tenderloins.
I'm curious of that whole 30,000 pounds of dino nuggets. How much weight in metal was there?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was wondering that too. Yeah, enough that they had to recall it.
Well, I mean, so
it wasn't acceptable levels of metal.
I was just gonna say that. Of like, so what's their acceptable level of fucking metal in their dino nuggets? Because it just crossed it, maybe just barely.
Probably.
So,
well, what's the acceptable level of mercury in salmon?
It doesn't matter because Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I guess salmon,
I
farm-raised salmon, I guess, is under a lot of scrutiny right now, too.
Oh, it's been for a long time. It's actually better for you in wild.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it gets the antioxidants in it from when it runs across in the ocean.
Yeah.
But me, I could go.
Or the radiation from Fukushima.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, for the next like 15 to like 100 years. Like, that's a pretty big spread you just said there.
Yeah, but think about it. You get
They're
better.
like, don't eat fish from, what is it, the Pacific? Is that?
And that's
that
a
one?
large portion of.
Yeah, I'm like that's a large portion of the salmon.
Yeah.
Of fish in general.
And yeah, it's just
like tuna. A lot of tuna is Pacific.
I love ahi tuna, and that comes from the Pacific.
Yeah, so it's like, don't eat fish for the next like this many years that come from the Pacific. Like, I actually paid attention to it for the first like 6 months. I'm like, I don't care.
I'm not going to be here for 100 years. So you're saying I just never eat ahi tuna from the Pacific Ocean again? Fuck you.
Maybe.
No, I can't. I haven't had it in a while. I want it. But I could really go
Mike's like, I'm going to go for some tomorrow.
I could really go for a salmon roll right now. I'm just picturing it. It just seems so good.
I might,
I do like a salmon roll.
I don't know where because I'm going to Vegas this next weekend in like 5 days, 6 days, whatever that is. Doing another one?
Yeah. Inaka's good.
What?
Inaka. That's a good sushi place. I love sushi. Another good one.
If I'm going to sushi in Vegas, it's Goemon.
Yeah, I figured, but I just thought
no questions.
But I liked when I went to I Love Sushi. They gave you the orange, and it was like the orange was all cut up, and it was put back in the rind, but the rind was cut like a jack-o'-lantern.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I like the little salad they gave also at the beginning.
So I'm gonna go to Echo and Rig, which a fucking amazing steak place.
Yeah, I remember you talking about.
Got a butcher shop downstairs and fucking like dope as fuck restaurant.
Which place is that one at? Where's that one located?
I guess there's 2 locations now. So they have one in Henderson, and this one's in Tivoli Village on Rampart.
I know where Tivoli Village is.
Really fucking good.
I used to drive by there because I used to work at the Olive Garden across the street from the Red Rock. It was funny though, because one day when I went to Tivoli Village, I was close to getting an evolution of a Pokemon.
Cheers. Close to evolving a Pokemon.
Well, I had Whalmer, and it takes 400 candies to evolve Whalmer to Whale Lord. And I was at Desert Bloom Park because it was a nest.
Yeah.
And I'm going around, I'm catching all these things. I'm running all over, and I see one across the park, and I'm like, I'm on my way. Well, it hit 4:00 in the afternoon on a Wednesday, so the nest changed. And I literally saw
I'm glad you explained, because I have no idea where that fucking story was going.
So that one Whalmer, yeah, I figured you didn't know. So that one Whalmer, I saw that literally turn into a different Pokemon as I got close to it. So I was not happy. But so I looked I used to have a thing I could look and see where the different nests were all over Vegas.
Mm.
And I saw one was at Tivoli Village. And I'm like, that works because I can stop there on the way home from work and I can catch all the Whalmer I need, evolve it. And that's what I did. It takes a lot to get 400 candies.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it took me, fortunately, I had a nest of magic carp at the park near me when I at that same Desert Bloom for a full week before I got Gyarados.
Yeah.
And I was going there before work, after work, because I worked graveyard at the time.
Yeah, that one definitely took a lot.
I'd walk.
Actually, I think when I still played, because I only played it for the first year that it came out. I think I evolved a Gyarados.
I've evolved so many, and I've got so many candies for it now. It's ridiculous. I've got over 7,000 Magikarp candies.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that doesn't even touch what I've got for Eevee.
So if anybody isn't familiar with Pokemon Go, that's what we're talking about. If you catch one, you can basically like evaporate it, like shove it through a fucking meat grinder, and you get candies that are used to evolve.
Yeah, good ones.
The same ones, yeah. So, and normally do you get one candy per still?
Yeah, one candy per trade. But now, after a while, they came out with the berries you could feed it that you'd get extra candies when you catch it. But when I was trying to get 400 candies to get Gyarados, they did not have those.
Yeah, so it's a 1-to-1. So like you catch one, you're like, I don't need this one, I need the candy. Like, okay, kick. Mm-hmm. There's one. Now you do that 399 more times.
You get one for catching it and one for transferring it.
Oh, okay. So
and if you use the pin-out berry, now you can get like 3.
Oh wow!
But that's a big difference. Like I had to really grind to get my Gyarados.
Difference.
People don't understand the grind. It was real. Yeah, and I eventually got it. Now I have so many of them. Like I said, Eevee, probably around 13,000 Eevee candies.
Well, you have auto catcher on too. Like you just have it in your fucking pocket.
Sometimes, but no, but I've had even before just the auto catcher
screens.
I had 10,000 for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have 2 accounts on there. I showed that to somebody at work, and they were like, "Holy shit!" He's like, "I'm getting that phone next." Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
I think it's great being able to, because sometimes it helps. Like if you're trying to do a raid,
yeah,
you automatically have 2 accounts in it. So all you need is a couple more people that join you, and you can invite people. Because I have friends on both accounts that are not common, so I can invite and hopefully be able to get the raid done.
That's cool.
I missed out on the clones because, they had clone Pokemon. It's from the movie. You can tell because they have tiger stripes.
Clones?
Yeah, they had clone Pokemon. You apparently not seen the first Pokemon movie.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, well, they've got clones, and they actually had them, when they re-released a new one, they brought out these clone Pokemon. And they were only in raids, but every time I'd go to raids, nobody was there. And you can't beat one of these Charizards by yourself.
Yeah.
But it has tiger stripes, so I'm still upset that I don't have any of those. But I do have an Armor Mewtwo, and they haven't brought those back either. Yeah.
Yeah, it just got to be so much to do in that game that it's like I knew they were going to do like the further generations.
Yeah.
But I thought they were going to have like, you could maybe switch which generation you want to fucking do or what, but it's.
See,
So I was still focusing on a lot of the first generation, and they're like, okay, here's the whole second generation. Well, now the ones I fucking need are few and far between, so I'm just done.
So you have to wait for events and shit.
Yeah, so I just uninstalled it.
Yeah, but fortunately for me, on the first generation, I completed my Pokédex before they brought out Gen 2.
I think I was close.
But like there were some you just couldn't get because they were regional.
Yeah.
Unless you knew somebody, you could trade with them. But they didn't have trading at first.
Then.
Yeah. But there was a couple, like they had an event where if globally everybody caught like 1 billion Pokemon, they released in this area Farfetch'd, which at that time was in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Asia they released something like Taurus.
Taurus, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I had to say, I was in a chat group, and somebody comes on there and is like, perfect, far-fetched, and they put where it's at. There was 25 cars in front of this house to catch this far-fetched. I went up there, I hit it, and I started driving off. I just had it on my screen. So I didn't want to be like, if police came to break everybody up, I was already gone. And of course, I was being really safe and catching it while I was driving down the street. But so I have a it was one of my early perfects, so I got a perfect Farfetch'd.
Nice.
And it's completely unnecessary because it's completely useless. I can't use it for raids. I can't use it for battles. It's just, but it's perfect. So
Who carries around a celery stick to hit people with?
it's not celery. It's a leek.
Yeah, that's worse.
Yeah.
Celery has some stoutiness to it.
Yeah.
A leek will just you swing it too fast and it'll just
But they also have another version, the Alolan version, and that one actually evolves to Surfetched.
The what? Alolan?
Yeah, and the Surfetched.
What is that?
It's just another version of the same Pokemon. They look different.
Okay.
Some of them have evolution, some of them don't. Like they also have Galarian too. But the Farfetch'd becomes Surfetched, and he's got it's still an onion, but it's like he holds it like a what are they called?
The lance?
A lance, yeah. Then he's got a shield, and it's called Surfetched.
So he's gonna fucking joust with an onion.
Yeah.
That's
And
and he's probably still awful.
Oh yeah, but he's cool. But it was weird. It was weird because that one is also regional. But somehow, I don't know how, I had my auto catcher on, and I'm in Reno, and I'm walking around, and next thing I know, I get home, I'm looking through my Pokemon, and there's a Surfetched, but not just a Surfetched caught in Reno. It's a shiny.
Huh.
And I remember I texted a friend in Vegas. I'm like, did you hear anything about some kind of Surfetched event? Like, no, why? I'm like, because I caught a shiny in Reno randomly. Every once in a while they have these little errors. Like there was these two fighting Pokemon. One came out 1 week. One was regional and the other one was supposed to be here. And like one day I get on the shuttle and I see both of them nearby. And I only got one. Unfortunately, it was not the regional one. But it was only available in this area for only like a couple hours. And they're like, oh shit, we can't have that there. We made a mistake, and they shut it off. So only a few people got it.
That's great.
But we don't want to make this all about Pokemon today.
Yeah. Traveling again. Because I'm going to go down to Vegas next week. Because when I went to Mexico, met somebody. And she's fucking great. And she's coming up to Vegas to visit one of her cousins for their birthday.
Nice.
Yeah. So spend a couple days together. It'd be nice.
That'll be cool. And you'll be going to Mexico again sometime. I know that.
Yep. So she'll be coming to visit me like the end of January. And then I'll be visiting Mexico again February, like the end of February. So it'll be like an every other month thing. Like she'll come up here, I'll go down there.
Yeah. I've still never been to Mexico.
And then I think fairly soon I'm going to end up going to Puerto Rico, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo, a bunch of other places too. Probably all before the end of next year.
Nice.
So I need to figure out shit with the podcast and making money outside of the scheduled work W-2 stuff so that I can just travel and have fucking business stuff going and not have to worry about being somewhere for half the fucking year.
Yeah.
Well, technically a quarter of the year. Because if we work that half and it's half the days, we work a quarter of the... Jesus Christ, we work 25% of the year.
Yeah. It's still too much.
It's definitely too much. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot.
So, but you go to Puerto Rico, you have to bring back from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Ricans? I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Well, from Mexico, you brought back tequila. When you went to Europe, you brought back Guinness.
I don't know what happens in Puerto Rico.
Rum. Puerto Rican rum.
Oh.
I was trying
thought
to...
it'd been like Caribbean. I don't know if that was... Like, if I go to fucking Nassau, I'm definitely bringing back rum. Go to the Bahamas.
Well, where do you think Ron Bacardi is from? Puerto Rico.
Fucking no.
Puerto Rican rum. I bet you didn't even know it was Ron Bacardi.
No, that sounds like you made something up from fucking Ron Burgundy.
No,
Ron Burgundy's brother that's fucking adopted out.
His cousin. Ron Burgundy is a wine guy, and Ron Bacardi is a rum guy.
Yeah, no, I did not know that.
So I was trying to look on my phone, and I was typing in this name, and I'm like, why the fuck is it not showing up? I'm like, I know I have this Pokemon, and then I realized, oh,
you're in the wrong account.
Yeah. But that's what Surfetched looks like. That's a shiny Surfetched. So you're really...
That is ridiculous.
I thought it was cool when it first came out.
Yeah, it's a sharpened green onion.
Yeah.
With a kale shield.
Yep.
That is awful.
It first came out from one of the games for the Switch. And then I saw it and I was like, then it eventually came out for, Go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And he looks so angry.
Yeah. No, it looks hilarious, but that's especially if he's absolutely horrible. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the one though, but that's the Galarian one. So that's why the leak is limp.
Oh, then that's not the one I was originally thinking of.
Yeah, you're thinking of the original one. Yeah, that's this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, massive beak and just looks perturbed for no reason.
Yeah. Well, he has to carry around a leak all the time. I'd be a little fucking pissed off too.
It's not heavy.
Yeah, but do you want to carry it all the time? You can't set it down?
I mean, you don't have to carry it when you're inside the Pokeball.
And you don't know. You don't know what you do in that Pokeball.
Pretty sure they showed it at one point.
I don't know.
It's like the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, there's an episode of The Simpsons where the Magic School Bus goes into auto. But it's, of course, he's just high and he's hallucinating. He's doing everything he can to get that out of him and knocks it on the floor and steps on it. I'd be a little freaked out by a bus trying to drive into me, too.
Yeah. Yeah,
even
probably.
if it's small.
Like, I'm sorry. What are you doing? You want to go where?
Yeah. Find somebody else. Of course, Rick and Morty, there was an amusement park put inside of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
But I still haven't watched any of the new season.
I still need to. But that's on Max also.
Is it?
Yeah, Rick and Morty episodes are on there. I don't know what the new one is, but yeah.
Huh. I'll have to check it out.
But I just like how they're talking. They're like, the giant head is over the West Coast. The feet are over the East Coast. And they're like, what do you think Denver's seeing?
That's great.
You just see a shadow of it going over Denver. Yeah.
What were your favorite restaurants in Vegas?
Oh God, there's so many.
Top 3 or 4?
Well, for like burgers, I really liked Gordon Ramsay burger. I liked Holstein's over at the Cosmopolitan. Fucking great.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh, it's great. It's right inside the Cosmopolitan, and it's got they got the adult milkshakes that are good. They've got Ketchup Premium Burger Bar has those too. And Bobby's Burger Palace. I mean, there's a pizza place there, but you can get that here. It's Grimaldi's. That's my favorite pizza.
Yeah.
I liked, there's a couple of Chicago pizza places I like.
That's the one that's, I can't ever remember the fucking name of it. That does the super deeps.
Yeah. A couple of them do that, but, Giordano's.
Yeah,
there's one, and there's another one that's over on Sunset.
Giordano's.
That's amazing too.
Giordano's is really fucking good.
I recommend if you go to either of them, you call ahead.
Yeah.
Because it takes 45 minutes to make that pizza.
Yes,
but
it
it's
does.
so good. We need a Chicago pizza place here that's good.
I mean, we could use a couple more pizza places here that are good. Like we don't have to limit it to Chicago.
But no, I really want a
Like,
deep dish pizza.
I really
good.
wanted Mountain Mike's to be good.
Yeah, me too. But that ship sailed.
Yeah.
But no, I really want a deep dish pizza. I want a Chicago style deep dish pizza. A big one. We could take a Rosati's here. They have it. They have it in Vegas. They have it in Lake Havasu. Why not here?
We can go check out the Mountain Mike's that they just took over the Godfathers right here by Smith's.
I didn't know there was a Godfather's there.
There's not anymore.
I didn't know
It's
there ever
Mountain
was.
Mike's now, yeah.
Yeah, I saw there was Mountain Mike's.
Mhm.
And I saw the Hearst.
It might have been Round Table.
Round Table.
I think
That was it.
Round
Yeah,
Table.
it was Round Table.
But I don't know if they do the breakfast buffet shit, but maybe a different, newer location might be better.
Might be.
Might not have the fucking white sauce pizza.
Oh,
That
God.
was so fucking weird.
It was, the worst part was I kept tasting it all the way home.
Well, it wasn't even Alfredo. So, like, I don't know what the
I don't
fuck
know what
it
it
was.
But the flavor wouldn't go away. I mean, I know I don't live far from there, but still,
Yeah.
it was still there after I'd left. And
Yeah, we'll have to try that a month from now.
Yeah.
Roughly.
the last time I had Round Table, it was good.
I haven't had Round Table in a really fucking
I hadn't
long
had it
time.
in a long time, but somebody gave it to us at work one day, which I was impressed with. Somebody actually brought pizza to work,
Yeah.
and it wasn't Costco.
It wasn't Costco and it wasn't Pizza Plus.
Yeah, I've never actually eaten Pizza
It's
Plus.
fucking awful.
We had
the price says it's going to be fucking amazing because
Yeah.
it's fucking expensive. Pizza Plus and Pizza Guys,
Yeah.
they're both the same. They
I've heard
unacceptably fucking atrocious for how much fucking money you're paying. If you're going to spend that much money, buy Papa John's.
I don't much care for Papa John's.
But like Papa John's is fucking, I think, really, really good, but it's just expensive. And Pizza Guys and Pizza Plus are almost more, I think, than Papa John's, and they're fucking horrendous.
See, now somebody had told me Pizza Plus was really good, and I considered getting it one day, but I never have had it.
Don't.
And then one of my lines that I was on, we had a pizza party.
Yeah.
And they had Pizza Plus, but I didn't know they were going to have Pizza Plus or any kind of pizza. I brought my own food that day.
Yep.
I went ahead and ate my own food. I think I brought porta subs that day. I know it's a big shock because, I don't eat enough porta subs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't eat any, and I remember it seemed like everybody was having pizza parties that day.
Yeah, I remember that day you were talking about. There was a lot.
Everybody. And I was talking to somebody that I used to work with. I was like, "Oh, you're having a pizza party, huh? Domino's, huh?" Yeah, my line has Pizza Plus. And he likes Pizza Plus. He's like,
oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that to you. You'd have been like, "I'll take Domino's."
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take Domino's.
See, the thing is, I like it Domino's. I like their cheesy garlic bread.
I'll take
I fucking love it.
I'll take skating rink pizza over Pizza Plus.
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
How about Chuck E. Cheese or Pizza Plus?
I haven't had Chuck E. Cheese in a very long time.
Yeah.
Probably Chuck E. Cheese.
It's trash.
The mountain I used to work at in Vegas, Lee Canyon.
Yeah.
They would have pizza that wasn't very good. I think they just didn't cook it long enough because it would be often because when I took the beers up there, the lunch lady fucking whatever food I want all day, including when she would close the kitchen down, like, hey, there's like 5 pieces of pizza left. Do you want them? Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
So I'd take them home in foil, and then I'd put them in the toaster oven and reheat them for like 5 to 8 minutes.
And they taste right.
Bro, they tasted amazing. Like, they just needed to fucking cook it longer.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They don't have the patience.
yeah, I'm like, I didn't know that that's what the issue was with like skating rink or bowling alley pizza is it's supposed to be cooked for 20 minutes and they cook it for 15 and a half.
Yeah, that's...
Like, bro, cook it more. Like, don't burn it. It's not even a fine line of like how to properly cook pizza.
Yeah.
It's not like if you leave it 30 seconds too long, it's going to be black. No.
It'll be fine.
There's a very fucking heavy swing of allowable time when the pizza's done before you burn it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I might actually go get Little Caesars after this. That sounds fucking great.
I don't know. I might get some of the Uber Eats, or I actually have 2 DiGiorno stuffed crust pizzas in my freezer.
Because I don't think I have anything that's like quick, other than ham sandwiches,
Yeah.
chicken patties. fucking sandwiches. Yeah, I don't know.
I need to stop at the grocery store on the way home anyway.
To get ice cream.
Well, I might look at the prices, but because it is ice cream. But no, I'm pretty much out of peanut butter, so I'm gonna stop.
You should go to Winco. Go to Winco in the back, buy all the bulk food.
Yeah.
You just get the little tub, and you grind your own peanut butter, and it's $1.88 a pound, which is what the fucking normal sized bottles are that everybody wants like $2 or like $3 for. So it's cheaper, and it's just peanuts.
But I like Skippy.
I mean, sure.
Skippy, super chunky. I'm picky. I gotta eat the right kind of peanut butter.
I mean, I have some of the Winco stuff if you want to try it before you leave. Pretty fucking good.
I'll go there another day. I'm not driving all the way to Winco on my way home. I can go to Smith's, hit the freeway right after.
If you take McCarran, Winco's right there, and then you take the freeway right there.
Yeah, I'll do it another time. Plus, I might have to use a racist bathroom, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Every time you go into Winco, you have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You have a frequent flyers card, and then you just mark off, like, I already used stall 1. I already used stall 2.
No, I only use the one stall because the stall 1 and stall 2 don't have locks on the door.
Oh, so it's just always the same stall.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I thought you were trying to, like, collect them all, like, be able to read all the racist shit in every stall. Got it.
Speaking of that, we've talked about bathroom etiquette. If you go into a bathroom, whether you're standing or sitting, go ahead and close that door and use that little lock. I went into one day before shift. I walk in, I see the stall is open. I go to walk in.
You hit somebody in the back with the door?
No, the door was open. I walk in and I'm greeted by somebody sitting down taking a shit. I just turned around and started walking out and said, "Close the fucking door," and went. And then another day, recently, 2 in a row, yeah, I hit him in the back with the door. Because it's...
See, so I can see, like, if you're pissing in a stall, because whether you want to piss in a stall or like the urinals are full and like you really got to go. I can understand not locking it.
See, I close the door, I lock it because I don't.
So like every now and then, like if
I don't want to give somebody false hope.
If it's super busy, but I'll also have my hand behind me, like on the door.
So I don't want to give false hope that the stall is open.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see the feet.
Not always.
What?
Well, how far back are you standing if you're standing in a stall?
Well, it depends.
I mean,
you normally do the scan like when you first walk in, like see how you don't. Is that not a normal thing? Like, oh, there's fucking feet in almost every stall right now.
I like to see what doors are open, and that's another thing is when you're done in there, you don't have to close the door. Leave it open. Let people know it's not being used.
A lot of them swing shut by themselves.
Well, some of them don't.
Well, yeah, some. But yeah, so I've also had like both sides of that. I've hit somebody with the door.
Yeah.
Because he was taking a shit and switching his shirt. It was confusing. And he definitely didn't fucking have it locked because it was open about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So I go to I didn't kick it open.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm bored and I'll just like kick the stall door like on my way in. It's a good thing I didn't kick it open.
Yeah.
But I threw it open kind of hard and hit him, I think, in the elbow because like he was mid like shirt change. And like while he's sitting down, like changing his shirt.
He's multitasking.
Yeah. And he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, they make locks on these doors for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I think I yelled it, but.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
When the person was sitting there taking a shit and I walked in, I'm like, "Shut the fucking door." I mean, because it wasn't even shut. Like the thing was like halfway open.
Yeah. But
I came around the corner. I don't see a person there. I just see a door open, so I go in.
So I've also had the lock didn't really work right, and I don't think it was the same stall as the one that I hit that guy with. But I'm sitting there taking a shit. I don't take a long time when I take a shit.
Yeah, me either.
At all.
We've talked about this. Powerbomb.
Yeah. So it's rare that the lock didn't work because somebody came in and like, I think he was just like pressure checking the doors, like
Yeah.
to see if it fucking opens.
I saw
And just that little bit like shook the lock free. So like the second tap opened, and then I fucking caught it real quick because I'm not just fucking. Most of the time, I don't even take my phone out when I'm shitting.
Yeah.
I'm like, this. Okay, ready, go. Okay, I'm done. Like fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not reading shit on my phone. So I see the door start coming. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, catch the door. I'm like, he said something. I'm like, I guess the lock didn't fucking work. I
Yeah.
said that out loud. It's like, I know I locked it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I think I said it more for his benefit than mine.
Oh, I understand.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, so I can see how it could be an accident, but if you're leaving the fucking door open,
Yeah.
like this isn't Step Brothers.
Yeah.
What do you mean she's moving in? We can't do guy shit anymore. Make our own beef jerky. Go on riverboat gambling trips. Shit with the door open.
We don't do any of those things.
We do literally none of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I love Step Brothers.
fucking great movie.
Another movie though that also Will Ferrell that I don't think gets enough respect is Other Guys.
I like that one.
Him and Mark Wahlberg. I think they should make another.
I think they were trying to make another. Would it be called Another Guys?
I guess, but there is no try. There is do or do not. Yoda.
There was a couple times that I think the studio said they wanted to redo Step Brothers or like do a sequel.
Yeah.
And they all said no. Like if you do this again, like you're gonna have to find a whole new cast.
Well, if they find a whole new cast, then it's going to be straight to DVD, and nobody's going to want to fucking watch it.
Yeah. So I don't remember.
Like I don't want anybody different. I want the whole cast. I want Michael Keaton. I want all the same.
It was something about Step Brothers 2. Like somebody was trying to push for it, and then most of the people were not happy with it. Like this isn't.
But it's just Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell surprisingly worked well together.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd be fine with them doing another movie.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Sam Jackson and The Rock wouldn't be in it.
I feel like there's a couple movies coming out in the next like 6 months to a year that like they need to do something like they used to. Like you used to know like what movies are coming out, and like now you're like you just see a movie notice that's like this came out fucking like 4 months ago. It's like I've never fucking heard anything.
I want to know when they're coming out. I don't like hearing about a movie coming out in 2 years because then I have to wait.
Yeah. Like we know about those because those are like the Marvels and the fucking like all the other.
Oh, speaking of Marvel,
like superhero movies.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I guess there's going to be a Spider-Woman movie coming out.
Hopefully, it does better than the Marvels.
But it's going to have
fucking worst opening for any fucking Marvel movie.
The rumor I heard is that Sydney Sweeney is going to be Spider-Girl.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
You don't know who that is. Well, you should. She's on some show from HBO, but she's also. The Rolling Stones had a new music video out recently called "Angry," and she's in it.
None of this helps me.
But no, I'm saying you should look up. You should Google her or look up that video, and you're going to be like, "Oh, I get why Mike would want to see this."
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
You're
gonna be like, "Oh, I get it."
Oh, she was on Euphoria. I tried to watch Euphoria, bro. I couldn't.
Well, but I'm just talking about her in general. I mean, if you go to the images on Google, you'll see what I mean. And if you put Sydney Sweeney angry, you'll see pictures from the music video.
Yeah, she's cute.
She works out.
Yeah, that's. Did we talk about that on here? Euphoria?
No. I saw part of one episode.
It's creepy. It's creepy. Because it's about Zendaya. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
Zendaya and like one of her friends who just transitioned are having issues in high school. Like as high schoolers. So they're...
high schoolers usually do have some kind of issues.
So like they're I'm 15 or 16-ish, like for the purposes of the movie. And most of what was going on in like the first couple episodes was like one of the high schoolers like making a fake account on some like cam website to start like humiliating guys and like talking down to them and fucking just making money like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, like you go, you get it, and like get paid, and like, well, I'm like, do you not realize that like you doing that and like promoting that this is okay, acceptable shit? Every fucking guy that goes on that campsite is a pedophile because they didn't say anything about the age, they didn't this, they didn't that.
Yeah.
I'm like, so there's that, and then one of them gets a fake ID or something, I don't remember, and tries to sleep with as many guys as possible at bars.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's also like, and it's all about like how they're doing this to empower themselves. I'm like, bro, this is fucking creepy. Like 15, 16-year-old girls, like for the purpose of the show, doing all this shit of like creepy fucking sex stuff in high school. I'm like, that's weird. Like that's uncomfortable as fuck. I stopped after like episode 3 or 4.
All right.
I'm like,
I've never seen. I saw part of one episode.
That's weird.
And it seemed
bro.
like she'd gotten out of rehab or something, and yeah,
that's weird.
But no, like I said, Sydney Sweeney, apparently Spider-Woman. She's got some romantic comedy movie coming out too. She shows up in my feed on formerly Twitter.
It's still Twitter because you still go to twitter.com.
Yeah.
But
they don't even have tweets anymore. Like instead of retweet, it's repost.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't notice that.
Oh, I ran across a video on there. I showed you the almost died videos and some other things.
Probably.
But this person was driving a forklift, and apparently it tilted. Okay, so this person thought, oh, let me go help. That was the last decision she ever made. Because she goes behind, forklift tips forward.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to go over and help. And she walks over and she grabs the back of it and is trying to pull it down. Forklifts are heavy. Very, very heavy. Well, like I said, this was the last mistake she's ever made.
Yeah, because the dude probably started angling the forks to sit it back down. And
no, it fell back down and it went on top of her. And everybody's like, oh my God, look. And they're all running over to try to help her. And this guy's like, I got an idea. Let me drive it off of her.
Wow.
And then she just goes up in the wheel. Yeah.
I was thinking it was just going to spread it around like a Roomba that got the piece of dog shit.
No. The whole body, you see the body just go up in the wheels.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I was like, holy crap. At first, I'm seeing her try to pull the thing down. I'm like, don't do that. That's stupid. And then I see the thing land on her. Then I see her getting the wheels. I'm like, at first, I didn't even see that. I showed it to somebody else. And then I looked at it again. I'm like, oh, crap. They went in the wheels.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you work near forklifts, don't try to do that. Forklifts are very heavy. You are not going to be able to move it with your hands.
Well, I don't think there's a warning label on those that doesn't say, that says to not use the forks to eat with.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I did see a picture. It was one of my favorite memes, and it was a forklift with a fork on the fork.
Please help my son.
It was it was just a fork on there, like, you know, because it's a forklift, so it's lifting a fork. So that I liked, yeah.
I think I seen one. It was like a drawing of one, and it had a fork, and it was like, "Please help my son. He is very ill." As a fork.
Nice.
But yeah, that's a surprising one that there's no label for. Don't use the forks to eat.
Yeah, there should be. Because I've often thought, you know what? I don't have a fork with me today, and there's a forklift right there.
Well, you should do it and then fucking go after Heister.
Yeah. They got deep pockets.
I'm sure they do.
I don't remember. I get emails from Granger from time to time. And one day it popped up. It's like, it showed me 2 different models of forklifts. Like, oh yeah, I need to get me one of those.
Yeah, let me just shell out fucking $45,000.
One of them was 45, the other one was 50. I mean, well, shit, I better get the deluxe model. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever forklift shopped. That just felt like the right number.
I just looked at the email and there it was. I'm like, so I could bring my own from home. I told somebody one day they were trying to take the card I had, and I was like, no, I brought this one from home.
Yeah.
And just to see their reaction. Plus, I didn't want to give them the card because I still needed to use it. So, no, this is mine. I brought it from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you had to see them. Wait, what? They didn't know how to respond to that.
There's a lot of people that don't know how to respond to anything.
Yeah. But I sometimes am good at getting people, saying things to people that they don't know what the fuck to say.
Yeah. Well, we're at an hour, then I'm fucking hungry as shit again. So I might fucking figure out something with pizza or another sandwich.
Yeah.
You got any more notes?
No. We hit all my notes.
Nice.
I should have saved one of the notes for this episode, but I got through them all in the other episode.
That's why I'm like, we're blowing through mine. I'm like, let's use some of yours.
Yeah. I thought about saving one of them for the next episode, but
I saved two. We said it at the beginning and the end of this one. If you could please go like and subscribe to the Facebook, Instagram at Some Offense Intended, YouTube at Some Offense Intended, Twitter and TikTok at Some Offense Pod.
comment, share. If there's something you want to hear us talk about, let us know.
And go subscribe and follow on your favorite podcast platform and leave a review. I think Spotify does reviews.
I think so.
I think Apple does them too. I don't know if everybody does.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, go review stuff, please. Brandon. Goodbye.